live before.
No, we haven't.
This is our first
This is
time.
the first.
Wow,
This is
and
the
our camera
first.
just jumped. Sorry about that. But we've got Ryan back here helping us out. I'm Tandi, Squire, founder and fearless leader at Bravely Be You.
I'm Mike Clouse, and I am a Bravely Be You Master Mentor and the Chief Empowerment Officer of Coach Clouse. That's the first time I've said that
Oh my gosh, that's
officially.
exciting!
Yes,
I'm excited
yes.
to say it. I love it. So today we're talking about 8 values that successful leaders choose every single day. Every single day. So we're excited to be here. I see Tracy's on.
Tracy's
Hey Tracy,
on.
we're excited to
Yep.
see you. This is awesome. So we're excited to see everybody that's here with us, whether you're watching live with us right now like we can see, or if you're watching this video later. We've got some cool stuff to talk about today. We're going to answer questions, so feel free. Hey Andrew, it's nice to see you. So feel free. Sorry, I'm getting all waylaid by the people that are on there, which is just kind of fun,
It's
I
kind
think.
of fun.
We're
Amy
excited-
Buckert.
Amy, hi! This is so... Okay, I could just sit here and yell at these people all day. We won't do that. We won't do that. But we do... Okay, you do hear Scarlett, my dog, in the background. So this is like my real life office where people are working and the dog is hanging out. Hey, Britt's on. Hey, Britt. Hey, Lorraine. Oh, this is so much fun. But we do invite you to subscribe. You're on my personal page right now, so feel free to subscribe for notifications. You know, there's those 3 little buttons. Well, we're filming from my phone, but those 3 little buttons on the side. We'd love that. And if you get a second, do that on Bravely Be You, as well as Mike Clouse. We'll put all of those links in here so that you can find them easily. But we want to keep you up to date on everything that's going on with Bravely Be You. Hey, Laura, nice to see you. So glad you're here.
Angela.
Hey, Angela. Okay, I'm not going to call everybody. Right?
Okay.
Okay, sorry. It's going too
It's fun.
fast to keep up
It's
with
fun.
it, but this is fun. We're really glad that all of you are here. So please leave us some comments. Give us some thoughts. Ask us some questions. We'll try to respond to as many as we can. If we don't get to it in the video, we'll go back to the comments right later and put them in for you. So thanks a lot for joining us. We should probably dive into the topic at
Let's
hand.
dive in.
Have you ever wondered what it takes to reach the next level? Like, how do you get to that next level of life, leadership, work, whatever it is? Is there some kind of special secret? Sometimes I feel that way, like successful leaders know. Want to share about our 8 values that successful leaders use every single day.
Yes.
Should we jump in?
Let's jump in.
All right, you go.
The first of those 8 values is simply be brave.
It's my all-time favorite.
Yes, it
Be
is.
courageous in everything that
There it
Ryan's
goes.
helping us
We're
out.
back.
All right, so we don't know what's going on. We're going to tell you the truth on Be Brave. We've never done a live
We've
stream
never
on
done a
Facebook.
live stream.
It is pouring rain and thunderstorming where we are, which is in Columbus, Ohio. The electricity has gone out, which means the Wi-Fi's gone out. So we're like as brave as it gets
That's
right
right.
now,
That's
trying to
right.
figure it all out.
Real-time role model.
Real-time bravery is what we'll call this. That could be our new TV show.
That's right.
Courageous in every single thing that you do, and do that on a regular basis. I don't mean jumping off buildings. I don't mean jumping out of planes, doing crazy stuff. I mean tiny little pieces of bravery every single day. And we'll talk more about that idea.
It's recording.
Yeah, wait
All right,
until
oh, there it goes.
connected.
You
Just
hear
in-
Ryan talking. He's helping us
That's
today.
right. Just in time for value number 2, which is stay true.
Stay true. Mary J. Blige in my head, and being authentic. So we are being as authentic as we can today. Like, you can see our stuff. I was joking around with Mike before. I was like, look, I always use note cards. Like, these are my note cards. You can see exactly what I'm saying here. No secrets here, and complete transparency. I value your time. I value his time. I value all of you. So we prepared. We wanted to make sure we knew what we wanted to say to stay true, be authentic to you, and stay on point.
Exactly. Which really brings us to the 3rd value, which is think smart.
Think smart. I guess not think dumb, but,
That's exactly right.
but really thinking smart means being clever and witty and quick on your feet and not afraid to say what you think, thinking for yourself.
Exactly. And the all-important number 4, have fun.
This is my favorite. All right, should we do true confessions of what we were doing 1 minute before that? And it's probably at the beginning of this video.
We can do that.
Oh, we are straight up on carpool karaoke, watching Michelle Obama, Missy Elliott jam it out. And Cindy, who's one of our tribe members, you want to give a shout out, Cindy? I know you're back there. Cindy, and we see her, hi. Cindy came out and said, seriously, you guys are doing this. You're doing this in like 2 minutes. Like, what are you doing? But you've got to mix fun in everything you do. It's the idea of work hard and play hard. People don't want to do complicated things that aren't fun. So create fun around whatever it is that you're trying to move forward.
That's exactly right. Number 5, seek insight.
Seek insight. Seek insight is all about being curious, flexible, and adaptable. So constantly looking for new points of view doesn't mean it has to change your perspective on everything, but new points of view, new ideas. How might you solve a situation in a different way? I always link seek insight and think smart, because if you start with seeking insight, you will definitely think smart. Ooh, look, I love those hearts that are going across there. Somebody loves seeking insight, which is awesome. So seeking insight is all about having a curious mind. Instead of starting out with your decisions, or instead of already having heard what somebody says, just stop and listen for a second and find out some new information that may change the way you see the world.
Exactly. And I love the way that ties back into being brave. A lot of times to seek insight, it takes bravery.
Yep,
right?
You got it.
Number 6, say thank you.
Say thanks. So 2 things on say thanks. Be gracious and thankful. That's one, even though it had an and in there. Be gracious and thankful. And secondly, say so. Sometimes we think it in our head. I used to do this all the time, like, I am so thankful that Mike Clouse was here today. I sent him 15 emails last night. Like, I'm so thankful. I'm posting this on Facebook. I'm so thankful. So not crazy over the top, but make sure that you internalize that thanks and gratitude, because that creates more space for you, right? A space of gratitude creates more opportunity. But also say it out loud. Tell the people that you want to thank. Okay, wait, I see James Gabriel Brown, my friend, is on there, Jim Brown. I want to say thank you because he's constantly helping me. He just helped me make this really cool video. I got to finish up with him. But those are the kind of things that you got to do all the time.
Exactly. 7, keep moving.
Keep moving. Keep the momentum happening. So once it gets started, keep moving. Everyone knows how, I shouldn't say everyone, maybe people don't know how momentum works, but it goes like this. It keeps going. If you stop, you slide back, and you've got to make that up. So keep going. Those are those teeny tiny steps we talked about.
And anybody that knows Tandi knows she keeps moving. That's absolutely
I can't stop moving on this. I see my hands. I need to get myself together. All right, sorry.
That's good stuff. That's authenticity, right?
That is.
Yeah.
I'm true to myself.
That's right. That's right. And the last, but certainly not the least, is spread love.
Oh, my second favorite, probably next to be brave. Spread love is the idea that inspiration, empathy, encouragement, support, love, they are all contagious. They are all contagious when you hear people talking about it, when you share it, when you spread it. That doesn't just fill your well of goodwill, or if you have kids like both of us do, you know, that bucket,
Yes.
that book, How Do You Fill Your Bucket?
Yes.
How to Fill Your Bucket. It's that idea. So when you fill your bucket, you fill somebody else's. Okay, we can see everybody spreading love. I love that with the hearts.
The
That's
hearts for
awesome.
love.
And that spread love is our last one. Those are our 8. Be brave, stay true, think smart. We're kind of looking at our cards so we get them all. Think smart, have fun, seek insight,
say thanks,
keep moving,
and spread love.
Oh, we should put those down for everybody and email them to you. If you jump on bravelybu.com and sign up for the email list, which would be awesome, we'd really appreciate it because we could both keep you up to date on what's going on with it. And as soon as we're ready in the next week or so to launch the tribe, we'll send you those today so that you've got them this afternoon. You don't have to try and write them down or go back on this video. But they're really amazing values are what I call them. And they're not made up. It's not like made up kind of stuff whatsoever. It is real live values that I've used for the last 6 or 7 years to lead and guide my life. I was not, Mike, as you know, in the same spot that I am today 6 years ago. So I'd like to share my story with everybody, if that's okay, and kind of tell you where these values came from. I'm kind of getting my thoughts together with my cards here. But the idea was that I began taking tiny, tiny steps about 6 years ago with this idea of be brave. I was not where I am today. So let me see. My marriage, my job, my life were kind of all in a shambles. On the outside, they looked really, really good, especially those of you that know me and are going like, what exactly are you talking about? My life was in a different space. And on the outside, I had this great job with this big fancy title and this big fancy paycheck, and I had what looked like a perfect marriage, and I had beautiful things, but on the inside, I didn't feel like it was working for me. It didn't feel to the stay true, authentic part of me. And I spent more time keeping up with myself, if that makes sense, or keeping up with appearances than I did being true to myself, and that caught up with me, my head going, this doesn't work together here. So on January 1st, 2011, I wrote a resolution that kind of actually stuck. I don't know if you've tried a million other ones.
I haven't even tried.
So I wrote a resolution, and I'm going to tell you the truth, it was by chance. I wrote down 2 words, I penned these words, be brave. And I was at a low point, and I didn't know exactly what that meant. But the words kept coming back to me over the next few weeks. I kept saying, this must be really important. And I knew I was facing mounting what I would call critical decisions in my life. And I started using the filter of be brave every time I had to make a decision. So I would stop, and I would ask myself, what would a brave person do? That's what I mean about like not jumping out of planes, and I guess that's skydiving, I was going to say that, but doing crazy things. I was asking myself, like, I don't think I can get out of bed because this is too much for me to handle. I'm stuck. What would a brave person do? And the answer would be, get up, right? What would a brave person do? And this is going to sound silly, but if you know me, put on lip gloss. Go do the next step. It would be those teeny tiny little things that I could do. And I used that mantra or that criteria or question, I was going to say every day, I don't know, sometimes 50 times a day. Sometimes I would say, what would a brave person do? And I'd be like, okay, what would the first step before that step that a brave person would do to get myself there? And over the next year, I changed my entire life, or a word I like better than change is I created the life that I wanted. So by the end of that year, by the end of 2011, I had created my first business. I was working with people, many of you that I loved and adored. I was working in a space that was honest and true to what I wanted to do, fulfilling my purpose and the practice I wanted. I had met my now husband, Ryan, who I know you're friends with and is back over here. Maybe he'll slip around the camera in a minute. And you're getting like 1,000
You're
hearts.
getting lots of hearts. You're getting lots of hearts right now.
That's you.
Oh,
Loving
gotcha.
us. Got it. Okay, cool. We love that. So, and we had begun, we were just dating obviously at that point, but begun to kind of create this amazing blended family that we both really wanted as part of our tribe and our personal life as we went forward. And so that was how those values came about and why I, am so passionate about teaching and sharing what I learned along the way. That's really what Bravely Be You is all about. While I was taking those teeny tiny little steps and trying to move myself in the right direction, I probably unintentionally to start, truthfully honest, I say this sounds silly, collecting people. I started collecting people that were super important to me. People that had been around me before, people that had shared with me before, or taught me, mentored me, sponsored me, coached me, friended me, whatever those relationships were, I started realizing this is really important to what I'm trying to do. This question of, what would a brave person do was like, okay, here's my step, and I'm going to need some help to get there. Mike was one of those people that I met along the journey. So I created a tribe for myself. I didn't know it was called that. We didn't have a Facebook group. We just kind of texted each other. But I created this tribe, and as I started creating my first business, I started hiring that tribe to work with me because I wanted to be around those people every single day. I knew that I could create an online tribe. I knew I could create something where I could teach other people how to embrace the values that we're talking about and how to use what I had become known for, my communication skills, my relationship skills, and the ability to use emotional intelligence when you're working with other people. And I knew I could create an online tribe where we could have some of that, right? We can do some on-demand learning, and we can have a group where everybody's connected and learning from each other. But I knew some people, and I see some of you on this list over here that I know well, would say, oh, this is awesome, I love it, but I want somebody to walk with me. I want somebody to handhold me through the process. I want somebody to personalize everything that I'm doing. And that's what led me to my friend and master mentor, Mike Clouse. And I asked him if he would join me. I asked Tracy Vallejos if she would join me. She's on live, I saw. I asked Natalie Richardson if she would join me because they were all beginning businesses that connected directly into what Bravely Be You is all about. So, Mike, will you kind of tell us a little bit about your call to mentorship and kind of what's taken you along this journey?
Most certainly. My call started probably a little over 14 years ago, really even longer than that, maybe 18 years ago, when I started working in higher education, worked in admissions and financial aid, loved the opportunity to be in a place. It was fantastic. I learned that I really, more than anything, just loved working with people. And I loved working with them in a way that empowered them to simply make the best decisions they could for themselves, for that moment and for the future. As you can think, so many came in and they weren't sure they had an idea, and to help them just process through that was just so rewarding.
Beginning of finding purpose.
Exactly, the beginning of finding purpose. And while at the same time I was doing that and enjoying it, I was also very unsettled in my own direction. And I guess my Bravely Be You story is not being fearful of that unsettledness, but I started leaning into it, trying to figure out why it was there. Why did I feel this way, even though I was working in my strengths? And in chasing that, found myself in an amazing opportunity within the direct sales industry, coaching with some amazing business women and leaders on a daily basis. And as I helped them each day just continue to work through their challenges and work towards dreams, discovered that at the heart of many, even though circumstances were different, at the heart of many of those situations, they simply needed to learn courage and how to bravely be themselves. And that's where most of our conversations would end up going and stemming from. So the opportunity, when Tandi and I started our tribe, we worked together for a while, and then our sons played baseball together.
Oh gosh!
Yes,
and we both have sons.
And they're both named Anderson.
Which is really weird.
Both named Anderson. Our sons played together on the same team. We started talking, and when she started sharing her vision for Bravely Be You, those of you that know me can imagine my excitement when I just, something that's so holistic, and it starts with the individual and developing the individual, even at the most fundamental levels, and helping them be the best version of themselves and the best leader. So really excited about this opportunity.
Very cool stuff. I know lots of you, so I can see names. Hey, Ryan, I'm just going to tell you, I can see names, but in complete transparency, I'm 46 years old, and I can't see the phone that far away to see the questions. I don't know if we have any specific questions. Like, I see all this commenting happening, but I can't tell. So we're going to kind of keep going, talking about some of this, Ryan, but will you shout out if we need to answer any? Thank you, because we just... Sorry, I got to get better glasses or something. I've got my contacts in. But...
I can be your eyes.
The only question so far is for me to get on camera, and then Cindy loved leading in.
Oh, yes. Loved it. All right, perfect. So I see there's lots of other comments, but Ryan, I guess, is going to sneak around because somebody wants to see him on camera. No, he's not.
I wish, Cindy, I could say I coined that
Yeah,
phrase,
no, I don't think we
leaning
coined that
in,
one.
but I stole that from somewhere. I can tell you that right now.
All right, so we'll keep rolling here with a little bit more information. I think we probably should tell you kind of exactly what Bravely Be You is. We've talked a little bit about those 8 choices that successful leaders make every day, and I think you're getting the view of why that happens every day. And we told you a little bit about each of our stories. So let's tell you a little bit of specifics about what Bravely Be You is. So we should probably first say this.
Okay.
We are in a soft launch. You're all friends of ours. We know, well, we hope this gets to some other people, obviously, but you know we're in a soft launch. And so we're starting to get the message out there, and we're planning to open the tribe in the next week or so. So that will be very exciting. But what Bravely Be You is, let me just break it down super simple. It's an online leadership development program that gives people like you who crave learning the art of leadership the real skills to be able to lead and love in a whole new way. So what does that mean? Like, because it's kind of like, what do you mean by online program and tribe? So by online program, I mean, you heard Mike talking about higher education, and we've talked about this a million times,
Yes,
but I've never really said this. Like, we both started in higher education, and we have a love for lifelong learning, as do the other mentors that are working with us, as do some of we're using some subject matter experts behind the scenes. I don't mean that in a secret way, just helping us think through this, like my lifelong mentor and supporter, Andrea Dowding. We have to give her a shout because she's helped us. Hey,
Andrea, she's on there.
She's helped us think through some of these things and challenged me and coached me and said, get a grip on this and great idea, all those things that we need. But what it comes down to is teaching to begin with. So we start with real core lessons that are led off by those 8 values that we talked about. So I'll use Be Brave as an example. That was the first one. So I will deliver for you 45 minutes of video-based training on Be Brave. So it sounds silly that I would say 45 minutes, because I'm like, what in the world? Here's the deal. I am just like you. I have 2 8-year-olds and a 10-year-old. You have a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. Like, we get it. There's not time to go, hold on, world, I'm going to do my leadership development today. It's a little bit like, okay, I'm waiting at the baseball field, watch. Okay, hold on, I'm waiting at the car wash, watch. Okay, I'm not driving, stuck in traffic. I'm stuck in traffic. Okay, watch. So we are creating as up-to-date, up-to-the-minute learning as we can. That's what I call, and Britt, who I saw on, hi Britt, who is one of my tribe members who is incredible at curriculum development, little tiny chunkable learning. So 5-minute videos, maybe 8-minute videos that walk you through the mindset, the method, and the mastery to be able to live a life like this using those values. So that means this is the stuff you don't get in school. You can't go, I mean, I have a graduate degree and nobody talked about this kind of stuff. You can't get the communication skills. You can't get the interpersonal skills. You can't get I call them relationship nuances, the kind of little pieces and parts that you have to figure out as you're going through things. We'll teach all of those things connected to those values. So every month you're going to have a little series of videos that you can pop on your phone, or probably, I think most of us are on our phone, right? So pop on your phone and watch really quickly and get an intake. But that's not enough, because that gets you the basis, right? What you have to get that bravery that we're talking about is a teeny tiny dose every single day. And that's what I believe that our closed Facebook group, our tribe, we call it our Brave Alliance, will bring. It will bring a group of people that are just like you, not exactly, but have a lot of common characteristics, who want to learn these kind of things, who want to take their business or their life or their idea even, sometimes it's just an idea, to the next level so that you can work together. Work together on ideas, work together on inspiration, work together on courage. And that will make things move. It goes back to that keep moving thing. That helps things move. So I don't mean, again, an hour on Facebook every day, like, oh, my leadership development. I'll just get straight up. If you're like me, I mean, I'm laying in bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. My kids have not woken up yet. I'm looking at Facebook. And here's my daily dose. Bravely Be You will provide the daily dose, and you as the tribe will provide all the other thoughts and springboards and everywhere else, and we will have fun while we're doing it. Be Brave is not about, or Think Smart, or Seek Insight. None of those are about, here's your learning, go do this. It's, here's some learning, take in another view and show us what you can do with it. So that was kind of long-winded, I'm sorry, but I'm excited and I wanted to tell you about it, but I also wanted you to get that this is not an academy program with 75 modules of everything, every which way. This is not a coaching program. This is a program that's for people who want to intersperse leadership and bravery into their life every day, so that it becomes more than a habit, it becomes part of your DNA, and it enables you to promote to you, like to the real you that you want to be, the braver version of you, not anything changed, but whatever you want to create it to be.
Yeah, and that's the part that I love about it and why I got so excited, Tandi, is when you explained to me, it's about you. Right? It's about you. It's
not me, you.
It's frameworks, it's mindsets, it's values, but it's not about us creating a duplicate of the same person over and over again, but instead helping you
There's
gain.
no system.
That's right.
There's no system to create you. There's no secret sauce to create you. It is just taking these little tiny steps that I took over, several years. That I teach people who work. I have another business, just so everyone knows. I have another business that's a consultancy, and I do this with clients on that side. And I saw some of them on there, so hi everyone. But I do this in that kind of way with them. I've done it in the past in coaching with some of you that I've seen on here today. Mike does it all the time that way. But it's not formulaic. This is all sorts of leadership, inspiration, and ideas, because they're two different things, right? We can get really great and inspired. I was joking around with my team yesterday, and I said, I have so much inspiration on my Pinterest board. There's no reason I should not be a Victoria's Secret model. Why is this not happening? So it takes the inspiration or the mindset, and it also takes the ideas or the methods, and we'll deliver both so that you've got both, but you can make it into what you want. Does that make sense to you?
Sure does.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to look at these notes really, really quickly. Ryan, is there anything else? I just want to make sure that we talked about everything that makes sense. Does anybody have any questions about Bravely Be You that we can answer?
I see Heidi McKee. Heidi
Hi,
McKee out there, Susan
Heidi.
Perry.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, thank you, Susan. That's so nice. Everybody can see, I should have prepared more for this. Everybody can see these comments, can see the comments, right?
That's right.
Ryan's showing us something.
Some more that are on. Amy, Susan,
Oh,
Clara.
that's awesome.
Hi,
Hi.
Clara.
Oh, Carrie Martin's on.
Carrie
Hi,
Martin.
Carrie. Oh my gosh, this
Mac,
is so exciting.
Max Lawson. Hey, Mac, how are
Okay,
you?
hi, Mac. Nice to meet you. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
know
I know
Mac.
you.
Steph Riggle.
All right. Oh, hi,
Fantastic.
Steph. Oh, this is
Toby.
so much fun.
Yeah, Debbie Miller. Hi, Debbie.
Mike.
Ruby.
Mike is like Mr. Popular.
No,
Oh, Ruby.
that's great. Yeah, Ruby's on there. It's
This
great
is
to
awesome.
see you on.
This is
Renee
also, there's
Offerson
Renee.
Brown.
Hi,
There's
Renee.
Renee.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
We should do this every day. I love this.
You can do this every day.
I can great.
I'm more comfortable behind a phone
great.
or
No,
one-on-one.
no. Be brave.
Be brave. That's right.
I'm going to make a number 9.
Be
Stick with
brave.
your friends.
That's right.
Just
That's
kidding.
right.
All right, so people are laughing at us behind the scenes. Oh, this is awesome. So really today, we just kind of wanted to share this info and kick it off with you and let you know what we're thinking. We would love your thoughts, your questions, anything else. We want to go back and read all these awesome comments, but anything else you want to share underneath this video, we'd love to. We'll make sure that we go back and answer questions or reply. Please include that kind of information there. We'd love it. And if you love this as much as we do, which we're seeing from your comments, sounds like we're on the right track, which is great news, right? If you love this as much as we do, as soon as we stop this video, will you jump over to bravelybu.com and add your name to the waiting list. And the waiting list is our email list. We just want you to get excited about it. And as soon as the tribe opens in the next week, you will be the first to have the information, as long as you're on the list,
That's
right?
right.
And as long
That's
as you're
right.
on the list, so that we can all do this together and create something really amazing.
It's exciting.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you all.
Love you all. Bye, allies.
You guys want to go back to carpool karaoke?
Oh, yeah. I was like, do you guys want to go back to carpool karaoke? Yes, do it with the Missy Elliott. We got to do our own carpool karaoke.
Okay.
Straight up. We will next time. I like that. I like that. Bye, guys.
Bye.